Have it.
Next match is
Not yet, at least.
Oh. Scheduled for 1-4.
Where did that 1-4 thing come from?
You're asking me like I know the answer.
No, it was more just it was rhetoric, really.
I'm glad that I came out to join you because I'm getting a chance to watch everybody up close, because when I do beat T-Bone and add myself to the championship mix, there's all sorts of people that's going to be in there. I believe Ryan Smile, he's got an opportunity. He's taken on Jimmy Havoc, a man I know very well. Either one of those could be in that championship match.
Well, it's anybody's game here. We have only got 2 men through, definitely. We know that it's going to be either Chris Tyler or it's going to be Paul Malin as the 3rd man, but there are 3 slots left.
Bless Paul, but you know, earlier tonight I heard he got outsmarted one more time. I don't quite see him adding himself to that championship mix. Personally, I'd love to see him in there, and I'd love to square up against him again and again if given the opportunity.
Well, you and Paul Malin have history, right?
We've got history. That's a way of putting things.
There's Daniel Moloney. This lad, he's 18 and he's already huge.
There's 2 words that I can use to describe Dan Moloney: unlimited potential.
Well, you've got to remember, Dan Moloney was wrestling when he was 14.
I've been in the ring with Dan Moloney on two occasions.
At 18, Dan Moloney has 4 years experience in British wrestling. You know, there's something special about this young man. Unfortunately, what it isn't is his attitude, because his attitude sucks.
Well, the thing is, you know, it might be, we all remember, well, some of us remember what it was like to be 18. He's still in his teen years. Who isn't? You know, a lot of guys, they're cocky, they're cocksure of themselves. Dan Moloney's no different. He's a strong, physically impressive athlete. He's against, at the end of the day, every time he gets into the ring, he's going against, you know, other men who want to get the victory, other men who will rip his face off if needed to get a victory. You've got to be cocky. You've got to be cocksure sometimes.
That's rude. Rude. I remember when he was 14 and pleasant. Now he's alright. I was going to swear, Joe Connors, I was going to swear. Dan Moloney needs to concentrate on his match rather than jaw-jacking with the fans. And that fan needs to sit down. That fan needs to sit down. Look at Dan Moloney's face.
I'm just looking into his eyes.
He just does not give. He just does not give any.
I'm just looking in the young man's eyes. And you can see he's determined. He's got a switch. If that switch gets pressed, you're going to see all of Dan Moloney.
We've seen what happens when Dan Moloney loses his temper. It's not pretty. It is not pretty. And I would not want to be on the receiving end.
Brings that high power offense with him. A lot of suplexes. Likes to hit that power bomb when he can get it in.
I mean, he's a huge guy. I mean, for 18, he's just a tank.
I've seen him compete with some great wrestlers as well. I'm talking about guys like Dave Masters, talking about US stars like Kurt Hawkins. He's been in the mix.
Here's a fun fact for you. At 14, that young man was wrestling Adam Cole.
There you go.
Well, Dan Moloney sure as hell has his work cut out for him today.
Here's a man that I've heard a lot about. I've never seen him in ring competition. His name is Jake McCluskey.
Well,
he's known as Mr. Moonsault.
He has got to impress here in Hope Wrestling tonight on his debut, and it's not going to be easy against a man like Daniel Moloney.
Triple threat matches are probably, if you ask any professional wrestler, are one of the most hardest matches you can have, because you've got to literally have eyes in the back of your head. You know, for example, Jake McCluskey at one point could have Dan Moloney down, ready for the victory. And
wow. They call him Mr. Moonsault, and you can see why. I'll tell you who that young man reminds me of. Do you remember Rockstar Spud before he went over to the States?
Of course I remember.
That young man reminds me of Rockstar Spud.
Rockstar Spud, a man I got a lot of respect for. Hell of a professional athlete.
And I'll tell you something, you could do a lot worse than emulate Rockstar Spud. Look where he is now.
If people are throwing that comparison around, then Jake McCluskey's got to be one hell of an athlete.
You were talking about unlimited potential. I think they've both got it.
Well, here's Ryan Smile. We saw him earlier. He likes to make the audience wait.
And it's always worth that wait, because everybody that comes to a home show, they bloody love Ryan Smile.
Well, I want to watch him up close. He goes up against Jimmy Havoc next Friday. He's got an opportunity to be in that championship six-way. I've got an opportunity to be in that championship six-way. So I want to see exactly what he's bringing to the table, up close and personal.
He's bringing nothing short of a unique, high-flying, daredevil, fearless style. He could get all the way. He could get this home championship.
I'll tell you right now, though, if Ryan Smile's fixated himself on LJ Herron or Harvey Dale, that is going to cost him this match. I would not. Well, Ryan Smile squaring up to Dan Moloney. Now McCluskey wants in on the action.
Ring the bell.
There's going to be no friends in this match. That's pretty obvious.
Ryan Smile having a bit of a sit.
This is a really interesting triple threat match, dynamic.
Yeah, it is. I'm intrigued, and I can't wait.
Like I was saying before, this is usually a lot of wrestlers' worst nightmare, triple threat match. There's so many variables.
You can lose without being pinned.
Exactly.
Not cool.
How many champions have you seen lose their championship belts in triple threat matches?
More than I think they would like. Yeah, absolutely.
The thing is as well, let's take Ryan Smile. If he prepares for someone like Dan Moloney, who we know usually brings a powerhouse game, then he's also got to prepare for Jake McCluskey. Obviously, from just his entrance, we've seen he likes to use the top rope. So you've got two variables, two different athletes you're against. Same for Jake McCluskey, for Ryan Smile and Dan Moloney. Same situation for Dan Moloney.
I couldn't have said it better myself. I was listening to the fans. They were chanting, "Let's go that guy." They haven't seen Jake McCluskey yet, but I suspect they will remember him by the end of this evening.
If Jake McCluskey can get a victory here, I'm sure everyone's going to remember him. He's come out, he's got a very impressive physique. If you're saying there's comparisons to Rockstar Spud, he's obviously got a lot going for him.
Oh. Rockstar Spud's got a nice face, and he's got a nice face, and that's a start. Now, in all seriousness, I think the Rockstar Spud comparisons, he needs to prove that. I've heard it, and now I want to see it.
I'm just interested who's going to... I was just going to say who's going to throw the first punch. Dan Moloney.
Nice, high, crisp arm drag takeover by Jake McCluskey. Arm wringer into a wrist lock.
If I'm Jake McCluskey, you've got to take advantage now. Smiles on the outside, you've got to try and beat Moloney. Get
a cheeky pin in. What happens if you get the 3 count? You win. Wrist lock reversal by Moloney, using his power here.
The thing is, Dan Moloney as well, he's a very good mat wrestler, but...
Oh, ow!
He's got a hard... He's going to... If Jake McCluskey thinks he can... oh, look at this.
Rope assisted. Look at Dan Moloney is just confused. He's got him. And a modified arm drag. I mean, that's leg sweep.
You've got to hit that moonsault.
They call him Mr. Moonsault. 1 count.
I can't believe it. Dan Moloney got a shoulder up after a 1. He needs to focus on McCluskey. He's shown some beautiful offense, but he needs to get right back on Moloney.
I told you, they remember him already. It's Jake McCluskey on his feet. Oh, beautiful, beautiful drop
and
kick.
Look who's waiting in the wings, Ryan Smile.
Ryan Smile's a canny competitor.
Oh.
Look at that.
Looking for it. Oh, nice from Dan Moloney. That's like, that power.
That's like running into a wall.
Stop wasting time, Moloney.
Up and over. Went with a butt. Trip missed. Up and over. Sidesteps him. Leg lariat. Down goes Moloney.
Goes for the pin, smart. Hooks the leg.
Quick as a cat is Ryan Smile.
In a minute, Moloney's had to be on defence. He needs to get on offence quickly. Got to give Moloney credit. He's managed to get his shoulders up on the pin attempts.
You were talking about it before, the triple threat. Oh, look at the drop kick from Moloney.
I'm surprised. I've been talking about his power game, and then he throws out an excellently executed drop kick.
And a double axe handle for Dan Moloney. You were talking about the triple threat dynamic, and they didn't spot McCluskey was up, and Dan Moloney paid for it, although, ow.
That's smart from McCluskey, like we saw with Nathan Cruz earlier. Get out of the ring if you need to take a moment. But he needs to keep his eyes on that ring at all times.
Ow! I would not want to be Ryan Smile right now.
Don't waste your time, Moloney. Get on offense. Keep throwing those hard hits if you can.
Ow! Knife edge.
From our vantage point, we can see McCluskey now. He's getting back up onto the apron. Smart by Moloney.
Big kick.
For an 18-year-old man, he's dictating the pace nicely. But as I say that, Smile gets back.
Smile with the receipt there, chops him right back, but rakes his eyes. Dan Moloney doesn't care about the rules. He knows
worry about beating up the fans afterwards. Get on Smile. If you give Smile an inch, he's going to take a mile.
He just did.
No pun intended.
High, big back body drop.
McCluskey breaks up the pin.
Yeah, you could see it coming, couldn't you?
I think Smile might have just had enough in the tank to get his shoulder up, but McCluskey makes sure.
You're not that much of a ring general if you're jaw-jacking with the fans rather than pushing your advantage.
But this is what you talked about, being a cocky, arrogant 18-year-old.
Yeah.
You have to remember, he's 18 years old. He's in the wrestling ring. He's doing what he wants to do. He's competing. He's got a point to prove. Oh, McCluskey on offense now.
Off the ropes now. Irish whip reversal.
Wow.
He's just
McCluskey other than the beginning of the match, he can't get anything cooking right now.
He's roughhousing him, manhandling him, treating him like dirt.
Moloney and Ryan Smile as well, they're no strangers to each other, so Moloney going after keeping that unknown element out of the ring. I'm not sure if Moloney and McCluskey have faced each other before, but Moloney knows all about Ryan Smile. He's grounding it.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, Ryan Smile can't hit the 5-star frog splash. He can't put any combinations together when he's down.
You know what he calls his 5-star frog splash?
The Smile High Club.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. Beautiful. Looking for a German, maybe. Or a roll-up.
Wow.
Oh, no! Sunset flip, German suplex combination by McCluskey. Spinning heel kick. Super kick.
He just took his head off.
Oh, he got him. He got him square.
Oh, my God!
That is
it's over.
That is the most revolting spine buster I have seen in my life. What? How is that even possible? I need a brandy.
I've been involved in professional wrestling.
Or alternatively a glass of water.
I've seen a move like that.
Because I don't drink anymore.
I think McCluskey, he might have suffered a concussion, or he got knocked out from that super kick.
Right.
Ryan Smile hit a picture-perfect super kick and then falls into Moloney. I mean, the most devastating spine buster I've ever seen.
I will genuinely be surprised if either Ryan Smile or Jake McCluskey can continue. Both of those impact manoeuvres are concussion-worthy. Ow. Ow. Oh. These three men, what a triple threat. They're all showing us something here, and it's that they can take a hell of a kicking.
Smiles back to his feet first. That could be crucial.
Ganging up on the bigger man.
Mark, the first time in a match that two wrestlers have teamed up for the advantage.
And it's sound tactics. But it wasn't enough. Looking for a double DDT.
Smile gets rid of McCluskey. What's Smile looking for?
I think McCluskey is still not silly from that super kick. McCluskey's He's out on his feet. He's not even on his feet. Back elbow.
Where's he getting this energy from?
Back elbow. Missed it. Missed the Stinger splash and over the top. Ryan Small risked everything.
Mr. Moonsault lands on his feet.
Roaring elbow. Down goes the big man.
Oh, flatliner.
Flatliner.
What's he looking for here?
He just spiked his own head into his ribs.
It doesn't matter, he's got to go one more time. Beautiful.
Oh, it's incredible. How is that even possible?
It doesn't matter. He made body-on-body contact. I cannot believe Dan Moloney kicked out of that.
That was... What a strike.
Oh, and he's looking for that... Oh, my God, torture rack. Oh, my God, look at
Takes that smile.
Oh.
Drills him.
The shot treatment from Dan Moloney. Hook a leg.
1, 2.
How are you not ringing the bell right now?
I went for it, don't you worry. The fans telling Dan Moloney it was 2. Dan Moloney is gobsmacked.
Jake McCluskey, he's putting a hell of a show. Dan Moloney at the minute though, he's looking to finish off Ryan Smile. I'm talking about that powerbomb from earlier. Enziguri.
He used Ryan Smile as a step up.
McCluskey inadvertently saved Ryan Smile. He didn't do that for Ryan Smile. Oh, bicycle kick. There's so much action right here. Oh my God. The pounce!
Oh no!
What's Malone? This is uncharacteristic if he's going to the top rope. What's he looking for? Is he...
It's not like... It's not like him.
In all fairness, Malone, he's thrown out the drop kicks. He's done a lot of different stuff in this match. He's shown different stages of his game. He doesn't look comfortable.
And maybe you've got him in a triple threat match with like 2 men at once, you know?
But he didn't look comfortable, Mark,
No.
and Ryan Smile's taking advantage of that. McCluskey, he's dead centre in the ring. He's looking at his surroundings. He needs to... What the hell are they going for? Ryan Smile's on the top rope. Oh my God. Oh!
Indie stack bomb!
I have no idea who got the worst of that.
Everyone!
I think McCluskey got the best of it though. He needs to crawl, he needs to get every fibre of his being and get himself over. I think this could cost him. This could cost him. This is high risk. Oh my God.
I mean, I've said it already, they call him Mr. Moonsault. He's done 3 now and they've all been beautiful. Beautiful.
The only thing I can think of, McCluskey, is, in my opinion, Ryan Smile has to be out of this match now.
Yeah,
now McCluskey leaves himself with Dan Moloney. This match may have turned into a singles match now, Magic Mark.
Ow! I don't like chops. Listen to the impact. Oh. They're just...
I cannot believe Ryan Smile is climbing the top turnbuckle. I cannot believe
What a fight! Drop kick for both men. This is something else.
I thought it was over for Ryan Smile.
This is something else.
What are these
They're
men
fighting in the entranceway now. What is Ryan Smile thinking? What is Ryan Smile thinking?
Oh my!
Oh no!
Words cannot describe what the hell I've just
The
seen.
fans are saying a very rude word, but the sentiment, my goodness, it's bang on.
Ryan Smile just cleared the top turnbuckle, cleared. I don't even know how to describe it, Magic Mark. That is high.
Awesome. Awesome, I think is all I can go. It was so high, it was just... it's one of those things...
What Ryan needs to do now is get one of them men in the ring and pin him. It's game over.
It was one of those things that you wouldn't even believe was possible unless you'd seen it. Ryan Smile is something else.
What these men have gotten back up from, he needs to capitalise. This could be a huge mistake.
Well, he's got to be looking for the Smile High Club.
And look who he's given enough time to... It's the Heat, LJ Heron.
So he's just taken out the heat. Why not? I think he's had quite enough of Heron. He just whanged him into that steel post.
What does this do to our triple threat match?
Ryan Smile's gone wild.
Craig Anderson's lost all control.
He may have to throw this match out.
I said I wanted to watch.
What's going on here? Oh no, what's going on is LJ Heron is throwing him into all the chairs. This is pandemonium.
This match has gone from literally pillar to post.
Where's McCluskey? Oh, there's McCluskey. He's just got in the ring.
You don't know where to.
Quite rightly,
you don't know where to look right now. LJ Heron, Ryan Smile, he cannot be getting up from that. LJ Heron just threw him through the fans into the chairs.
Quite rightly, getting rid of LJ Heron, who should not have been a part of this match.
This match is just chaos.
Discus clothesline.
He's got to be looking for that moonsault. The first one off the top.
Beautiful. And it's over. Big debut win. Big debut win for Jake McCluskey. Wow. Wow, the fans. Mr. Moonsault, beautiful Moonsault gets the win, and the fans love him. Wow, wow, what a debut for Jake McCluskey. They left it all in the ring. The fans want Jake McCluskey back. Whoever books this, I hope he's listening. The fans are chanting, that was awesome. What a debut. But is Ryan Smile okay? It looks like... Is Ryan Smile okay? He has not gone up from that attack by LJ Heron.
Well, judging by the reaction, Jake McCluskey's just stamped himself onto the Hope Wrestling roster.
Yeah, you'd be crazy if you were the booker of Hope Wrestling. You would be crazy to not bring that guy back.
Well, that's up to whoever makes the decisions round there. After watching that triple threat match, what those guys just put themselves through. I mean, the thing is, the question is, Ryan Smile, look, he doesn't want attention. Next week, he goes up against the suicidal Jimmy Havoc.
Yeah, he does, and you don't want to go into that match injured. Ryan Smile took quite a kick in there.
LJ Heron, you are fucked.
LJ Heron.